question for you. Is there anyone who doesn't like a good sticky date? Anyone? No? Of course not. Everyone loves sticky date. Now I'm going to show you my favourite sticky date pudding today. Now it also happens to be a vegan recipe and is so easy, even a child could do it. Which is why today I brought with me a child. Look, a child. This one's called Jamie. Big round of applause for Jamie. Okay, Jamie, now you're here today to help me make a sticky date pudding. Now, you told me you've never had a sticky date pudding before.
Yes.
Yes or no? You know you've never had one?
I've never had one.
Well, this is exciting because this is pretty much the most famous dessert in the entire world. Just out of interest, do you like dates?
Yes.
Fantastic, because if you didn't like dates, the whole thing would be just pointless, wouldn't it, really?
Yeah.
Now, how much cooking do you do? Do you do much at home with Mum and Dad?
Sometimes, not much.
What was the last thing you cooked?
Maybe pancakes.
Pancakes? Maybe you could teach me how to make pancakes next time.
You know how to make pancakes?
Yeah, but you could teach me your way. Doesn't matter. Okay, are you ready to make sticky date pudding?
Yes, I definitely am.
Let's do it. Okay, Jamie, we've measured out all the ingredients. Now, obviously the most important one is dates. So we've got some dried dates there. We've also got some medjool dates, which is sort of a little bit less dried and they're nice and juicy. We've got some brown sugar, self-raising flour, golden syrup, bit of baking soda, some spices, and because we're not using eggs today, we're going to use bananas and of course some vanilla. Now,
using baking soda.
Well, baking soda makes it rise a little bit.
Oh.
So it's going to be really, really nice. And
so it's kind of like soda which you put on water, except it makes it sort of like fizzy.
I have no idea, but let's say yes. So now why do you think this is called a sticky date pudding?
Maybe because it's sticky.
This child is a genius!
No, I'm not.
Right, Jamie, the first thing we need to do is boil our dates. So what I want you to do is put 1 cup of soy milk in this saucepan here.
Okay.
That's the way. Pour it in there. I'll grab that. And then can you put the dates in as well? Yep. And we're also going to put in about 1/4 cup of golden syrup. I'm not going to measure it, I'm just going to do this. Yeah, that'll do. Now we need to let that boil for about 10 minutes. You may have realised I didn't chop up the dates at all. I like nice chunky bits of date in my sticky date pudding. So you just got to keep on stirring that until the dates have gone nice and soft. Okay, Jamie, the next thing we need to do, I need you to put 1 teaspoon of bicarb soda into this and we'll give it a stir. And we'll give that a stir. That'll puff up a little bit. Remember we made that other recipe where we did this?
Yeah.
Look at that. Bubbling up beautifully. Right, we'll turn that off now and we'll let that cool down a little bit. Now, because we're not using eggs or butter in this recipe, we're going to use banana and olive oil. So what I want you to do, we need to peel those bananas, put them in a bowl with the olive oil and mash them up with a fork. Can you do that?
Yep.
Fantastic. Well done on the bananas. Now, they're all ready to go, but what we need to do is mix up all our dry ingredients. So we have got 170 grams of self-raising flour, 100 grams of brown sugar.
Cinnamon?
Yeah, that's right. We've got 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ginger, and half a teaspoon of nutmeg. So I want you to put all of them in the bowl.
Okay.
Right, that's all mixed together now, Jamie. We need to add the bananas and the oil to the dry ingredients.
Yep.
Finally, we have to add our date mixture. It's still a little bit hot, so I'll pour that in myself. Okay, Jamie, our batter is all done and I've got a tin here and I've sprayed and lined it. Why do you think I've done that?
Because that's going to stick to that.
That's right, you don't want your cake to stick and you won't be able to get it out. So this will be nice and easy to get it out of the tin. So what I want you to do, can you put all of that into there?
Yep.
Well done, Jamie. Now this needs to go in 180 degrees Celsius oven for about 20, 25, 30 minutes depending on your oven. So grab that, I'll open the oven and you put it into the oven.
Okay.
Away. While that sticky date is cooking in the oven, we're going to make the sticky sauce. And I just had an idea. What we might do tonight, later, is you can serve the sticky date pudding as a special dessert for your mum and dad for a nice sort of romantic evening. Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, great.
That's a great idea. Well, let's make the sauce. So we've got 200 grams of brown sugar and 100 grams of nutmeg, and then we're going to put about half a cup of golden syrup and some vanilla. Okay, Jamie, come over here. We're going to heat this up until it's all boiling and sticky. What do you think, Jamie? This is our sticky date pudding, but it's not very sticky yet, is it? So what we'll do is we'll get some of this beautiful sticky sauce.
It doesn't look like pudding, it looks like...
Oh, it's going to later. And we're going to just drizzle over a little, not all of the sauce, just a little bit.
What are you going to do with the rest of the sauce?
We're going to eat it. We're going to put it on the plate later. And that'll be this sort of nice sauce on the plate. So you'll get a nice bit of stickiness on the top, and then you'll get some sauce on the plate with ice cream.
Yep.
Good idea?
Yep.
Brilliant. Well, there we go. We can now wait for that to cool and we'll serve it to your mum and dad later. How's that? Great. Let's go and play video games. Great. Oh, that's enough. That's all I know.
How's your dessert?
Yummy.
Here's a bill. Pay on the way.